You're watching JD's Variety Channel.
Alright everyone, and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be going through $1,000 in $5 bills to see if we can find anything interesting or potentially worth more than face value as a collector's item. And first of all, I'm just going to have to hope the audio stays pretty consistent throughout this. The specific camera I'm using, which is a very similar model to this one, but yet the audio kind of gets a little haywire when you're speaking very close to it. So, but anyway, this is the camera. Pretty much the same model I've been using since I started my YouTube channel. It's one that I really like. Unfortunately, it's out of production, so you can really only once in a while get them used on eBay. They almost never show up anymore. Thankfully, I was able to order another one. It's on its way, but if you want to see the model number and all that, kind of giving away my secret there, make it harder in the future for me to find them. But that's the model I use. And this camera bit the dust on me recently. Just after so many metal detecting videos, they just go kaput. So that's that. I'm using my spare camera until the other one comes in the mail. And I also might be getting a 4K camera for my vlogging and some other things, for like a lot of the filming I do apart from metal detecting. So we'll see how that goes. So anyway, here's the $1,000 in fives I have just picked up from my bank. Now the cool thing here is, I'm pretty sure I caught a glimpse of when she was stacking. She gave me a strap of 500 and 5 straps of 100. And I noticed on the top of one of these $100 straps, before she wrapped them up, I'm pretty sure there was a star note on the top of one of them. So we'll check that out. But anyway, a lot of people were asking me a lot of the stuff I'm looking for. I said, like, if you find a solid serial number that has the same number the whole way across, I mean, they're extremely rare. And collectors, I mean, you can sell them to a collector for, I saw a used one or a circulated bill in not very good shape on eBay that had the same number. It was like 222222222, and it sold for like $600 on eBay, and it was a $1 bill. You got to remember that out of a run, due to the length of the serial number, you got to imagine that out of 10 million bills printed, that there's only a few of those solid serial numbers, from all ones up to all nines. So they're really rare, and collectors love them. Some of the other ones you want to look for, there's like binary numbers, which are all zeros and ones. There's ones called ladders that if you get, like a straight ladder, it's extremely rare, like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, etc. There's a lot of different things you can look for. One of the main questions I got is, I told people to save, like repeating numbers, but you really want to have at least 4 of the same number in a row to save it for it to be worth even a little bit over face value. So if you have a bill that has, like, you can see here this says 2 numbers in a row. If you have a bill that has like 3 nines in a row, like 999, don't bother saving it. But if you have a number that has, if you have a bill that has 4 in a row, then you want to start saving them. And obviously the more you have in order, the more they're going to be worth as a collector's item. But apart from that, star notes, some other things. I'm not going to tell you everything to look through right now. I'll link to the video that I did on my currency tutorial. But we'll go ahead and get this opened up. I'm going to set this aside because there it is right there. There's that star note on the top of this strap. So we're going to open that pack first, but let's check the top bills of all these first and see if there's anything interesting. That's actually pretty interesting serial number there, but not something you would keep. Okay, so it was that one pack that had a star note on top. So we're going to go ahead and open this up and see if there's anything else in there. Also going to be keeping an eye out for old bills as well. There you go, star note. So you can see the star after the serial number there. I'm not going to be able to get in real close because this camera doesn't zoom as well as the model of the one I usually use. So the other ones, we're just going to flip right through them. And pretty much it's easy to go through the fives because other than kind of just glancing at the serial numbers, the newer purple ones aren't going to be older automatically, so they're pretty much on the purple $5 bills. The only thing I'm looking for is the star note or a fancy serial number or like an obvious error that you would notice. So we'll go ahead and flip through these. These might be, yeah, these two here are sequential. They're uncirculated, but I don't save those. They're not really worth anything more than face value unless you have like a sealed sequential like strap of 100 of them. Okay, so nothing else in that first $100 there, and we're just going to keep moving right on. And while I'm doing this, because I'm not going to time lapse it, I guess I'll just kind of keep talking as I go. It's kind of a little difficult to multitask here and look at these numbers at the same time. But I didn't get a chance to say thanks to everyone. I just passed 50,000 subscriptions last week. The channel's been growing really fast. So thanks to everyone, but hey, there you go. There's my initials, JD. That's pretty common on bills, though. A lot of them have JD on them. Okay, now here's the first bill that's not purple, but it's Series 2006, so not old enough to be worth anything. It's pretty low serial number sequence, all from zeros, ones, twos, threes, and fours. And you can see how the number there has the run 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. But not going to save that one. It's pretty interesting though. And if you're collecting, you can obviously save whatever you want to save. But you know, I'm just doing this video to pick out stuff that's worth more than face value, to show you that there are some really interesting things out there from time to time. I'd love to find an old $5 bill doing this live, but I don't know if that's going to happen. And also, I did just get my passport back in the mail, so I'm all set to take a few international trips this year. So I'm not sure where I'm going to end up. We'll kind of leave that, leave you in suspense on that one. But if you are an international viewer of mine and you would like for me to hunt with you, you know, hit me up on Facebook and maybe we can work something out. So that, you know, that takes a lot of the strain off of traveling internationally to meet up with people that have somewhere that I can stay for a few days. You know, it cuts out having to set up a hotel and all the to and from and all that. So if you're one of my international viewers and you think you might have a place for me to stay as a base camp for a few days to do some exploring, just hit me up and maybe I'll make it out your way. Who knows where I'll end up. So yeah, there wasn't anything too interesting in that pack. So I'm going to go ahead and try to pick up the pace here. Okay, there's another one that isn't purple, but that's Series 2003. Nothing special about it. So we'll just keep moving on. That one's in bad shape. Another JD bill. And there you go, another 2003 series. Okay, and we're in the last strap of 100, and then we just got the big one of 500 there. Ooh, I guess yep, another run of sequential serial numbers there. You can tell they stick together really bad. There's a 888. Oh, almost 4 8s in a row. Almost a keeper, but we're just going to throw that one back because, like I said, I only keep them if they're at least 4 numbers in a row. More sequential bills there. Man, these are really fresh. Alrighty. And moving on to the big pack. And then when I'm done with these, next time when I go back to the bank tomorrow, I'm probably going to trade these in and potentially do a video with $10 bills. Oh man, these ones aren't all facing the wrong way. Gonna make it harder on me. And I try to do this pretty quick to keep the video moving, so if you see anything that I missed, be sure to comment below and say, hey JD, you missed something good. So that's nice to have some viewers as an extra pair of eyeballs when you're doing this as well. So you can't always see everything. And not anything, everything. Oh, close again there. Triple fives. But nope. Triple nines. Wow, we want to at least find one more thing apart from that star note. Interesting one there. Man, if this would have pretty close, 911991. If it's all, you know, two of the same number the whole way through, I keep those as well. They're pretty collectible. Yeah, see there, like I said, they're common. Oh, and this is not a purple one. That's the oldest bill we have found so far. 2001, still not old enough to be worth anything. You know, unlike fives and that, I mean, I really wouldn't even save them unless they were at least back to the 1970s. Unless, obviously, it was also a star note or a fancy serial number or something. We're getting one on here that looks like the oldest one so far. There you go. There's a let's say 88. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's a birth year note for me. I was born in 88. So I'll go ahead and set that one aside. Since it's the oldest one I found so far. We'll set that one aside. And keep plugging through. We are almost finished. Pretty cool serial number in that one, but not quite a keeper. And this kind of hunting's all about volume. The more bills you go through, the more likely you are to find something, because it's a lot easier to find coins that are worth face value coin roll hunting than it is to find paper bills that are worth more than face value, just because coins stay in circulation a lot longer. Like, you can still commonly find coins and rolls, I mean, almost every time you do a coin roll hunt dating back to the 1940s, whereas the paper bills, they wear out a lot quicker and just work their way out of circulation. There's a 666. Man, we just can't hit a 4 in a row. There you go again, 444. Okay, well that's going to do it. Seems like that star note was the best find of this here. The two best ones would be this 1998 and the newer bill from 2013. That is a star note. So we're going to do something fun to end out this video. I'm going to auction this $5 star note that I just found on eBay. And I'm going to put up a separate video on my secondary channel with all the auction information and stuff like that. If you're watching this, it's already live, so I'm going to go ahead and put links in the comments and description to that video, so you can go ahead and see how much this auction ends for, or even if you want to bid on it yourself, you're free to do that. So thanks guys for watching. Take care.